The great thing about this industry is not really competitive. You need to get connected. Partnerships with lots of companies. We went out and negotiated a program for all of our shop members to be able to participate in. It's extremely affordable. We will honor and celebrate the successes of many repair shops. Benefits are just part of what we do. You're not in this industry alone. So many people in this industry want to reach out and help.
Thank you everyone for joining us for another episode of the Lift Your Shop podcast here. And today we have an amazing guest, Sheri Hamilton, with us from MWACA and kind of in charge of all the vision as well. So Sheri, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Kelsey, for having me. I'm excited to be here today.
Yeah, I'm really excited to kind of get talking about everything that you have and going on. But I guess Sheri, just to give everyone a rundown in terms of like your background, what got you involved with the automotive industry, I'd love to hear and understand how that all came to be.
Exactly. I grew up in the industry. Actually, my parents had an automotive repair facility. And, I was the typical kid that had to go in during the summer times. That was my summer job to help with inventory. And
very cool.
So I grew up in the industry. I understand the challenges that a repair shop has and what they confront every day and how it can impact their family life. So it gives me an insight, and it gives me this additional fire and passion for what I do and how I can help.
I love that a lot. And so now I know you're based in the Kansas City area, which is awesome. Go Chiefs! I'm assuming you're
right.
And so life is good right now.
Life is good
in that area. But first, I would love to talk about MWACA, so the Midwest Auto Care Alliance. For those that don't know what MWACA is, the MWACA. Kind of what got you started in terms of the involvement there, and I guess a brief background on what it is for some people that maybe that don't know quite what MWACA is and does.
Definitely. So I became the director of the association over 25 years ago. And so I've really helped it grow, and I've seen it come from just a Kansas City organization to now a regional organization. And now we have actually a national organization that we've done.
Congratulations.
And, through that growth and through the exposure, we've also had the Vision event, which I know we'll talk about later. But the Midwest Auto Care Alliance is an association designed for independent automotive repair facilities. So you're not in this industry alone. There are other people who've gone through the school of hard knocks, the challenges, banging their head against a wall, trying to figure out how to make ends meet, how to have a better life, and how to have better everything within your shop and helping your employees. And the great thing about this industry is it's not really competitive. It's so many people in this industry want to reach out and help. And that's what this association is founded on. And we have just some incredible members and continue to grow.
That's amazing. So how many, I guess, kind of like they're called chapters or just areas that are like kind of across the nation now, and how many people are kind of within each area?
Right. So within the Midwest Auto Care Alliance, we have chapters throughout 8 states. And then growing beyond that, we have others that have joined what is called the Auto Care Alliance. So we have Northwest, Mid-Atlantic, Florida Auto Care Alliance, and Texas Auto Care Alliance. And so we have members clear across the country as well as internationally. And no matter where you are, you can join. And if you don't have a local alliance in your area, you can become part of the Auto Care Alliance. Has a virtual membership, which has mentor programs, training, and you get discounts going to all of the events as well.
Perfect. And that was kind of a great segue into my next question in terms of like, one, how often does everyone meet like in person versus, I mean, obviously there's virtual option too, but I mean, I think you definitely get more when you meet in person. And so I would love to hear like how often they meet in person, and like when they are in person, like what do they talk about? Like what is it that they're doing?
Yes. And each month is different, and each chapter is different. So they will meet on sometimes a monthly, a bi-monthly, or a quarterly basis. It just depends on that local chapter. They'll have anything from management training to technical training. And the great thing is it's really, you're not coming to any meeting that is a sales pitch, that's the company coming in and doing a sales pitch. It may be a company who sells a product or service to the industry. They have expertise, they have information that they can provide to you that you or your employees can go back and immediately apply in their business. And so, the chapters will vary anywhere in size and attendance from, as few as 15 people to as many as 100. They do both social events. In fact, we just had in our Des Moines chapter had a really fun family picnic that they do during the summertime. We have a lot of chapters that will do a holiday party, and we do what's called MWACA Gives Back. So our chapters get involved in a local charity or local effort to show that, hey, as small businesses, you need to get involved in the community. And then as a group, we get involved with the community as well. And so through Toys for Tots, we've done youth shelters, we've done animal shelters, we've done a little bit of everything. And so it's a lot of fun. It's a great time to finally put away business and just kick back and relax, and you get to network and really get to know people in the industry. And that's a big part of being in this association, or any association, is you're not alone in this industry. And so if you're sitting there at your desk in your business and you're thinking, I'm all alone, I don't have anybody that I can call, that I can bounce this off of, you need to get connected.
Absolutely. And I think, MWACA is a great organization to be able to do so. And just having that peer group of people that have definitely gone through the same, like, I know there's so many people like, there's no one that's experiencing what I'm experiencing at my shop, but like, little do they know, it's like all of these people have done almost exactly the same thing, if not like slightly tweaked, but the same principle that they learned from it, you could easily learn from as well. So
exactly. And so we have a mentor program for shops who are struggling. If you're a member, and it's not necessarily if you're struggling, so it's a confidential program, but maybe you're wanting to grow. Maybe you're looking at adding on to your business. Maybe you're looking at doing a multi-location. We can help connect you with a shop owner who is in a rural area, suburban area, big city, downtown, who's maybe faced some of the challenges or some of the growth opportunities that you want to face as well. Yeah. And so the mentor program has been a huge success. And that's another way to kind of get you in the door and help network and get to know fellow people in the industry.
Absolutely. And it's just, I think people don't realize how willing especially this industry, that people are willing to help. Like, that's the name of the game in terms of the industry and stuff. You're helping your community be able to function, and cars doing well on the road. But even more so now, these owners just have this service orientation that when there's others that need help, it can literally be the person across the street, and they're like, yeah, this is what's going on, and this is how I'm going to help. And it's pretty amazing.
Right. And they're not afraid to share that information. And there's enough cars for all of us to service. If you go outside and watch all of those cars going up and down the street, and you think that you're able to service all of those vehicles going up and down the street, absolutely no way. Yeah. And so there's enough business for everyone. It's just a matter of how you're taking care of your customers and the relationship that you have with your customers. And that's what we introduce to all of our members, and that's what we express to all of them. This is where it's important, and to give back. And so we have an online forum. We have, a lot of times they'll post in our private group of members, hey, has anybody run into this? Does anybody have a form for this? Hey, I have an employee who's going through this. And we'll share ideas and share forms and information. And a lot of that comes through some of our benefits that we have. And one of our focuses last year, and again this year, is our employee assistance program. And you see big corporations have that benefit, but you don't ever really hear of it from the small companies. And so we went out and negotiated a program for all of our shop members to be able to participate in. It's extremely affordable, and you can have all of your employees and their family members take part in it. And there's counseling, there's lots of resources and help that they can get in their own area, no matter where they are in the country. And if you don't have somebody local in your country, they also do, after COVID now, virtual counseling, so that, no more do you have to walk right into a door. Some of these services are now available online. And a lot of kids, a lot of family have really struggled over the past couple of years, and we wanted to create a resource for them. So, benefits are just part of what we do. Money saving benefits, rebate programs, partnerships with lots of companies. And we're excited, and we're adding more and more on each month.
Yeah, you guys are doing an amazing job, and I think that's made this program that you have that's really amazing. This is the first time I'm hearing about it, and I think that's really, really phenomenal. That's
Yes.
something that you guys are doing, and I'm sure are benefiting quite a bit of individuals.
Yes.
But with that, obviously, I mean, the importance of being a part of these organizations and peer groups is to constantly have like a next level of training. And I know also with that, you guys have a big event that you guys host every year, that first weekend of March. And so I know a lot of people know about Vision at this point, but for maybe the people that don't, like, explain at a high level what Vision truly is.
Absolutely. So the Vision High Tech Training and Expo has been held now for 32 years.
Wow.
And when I came in, there were around 350 people who attended the event. We're now up to 3,500 that attend the event from all across the country and internationally. It's not only training, but it's a trade show. So first we'll kind of cover the training. We have over 110, sometimes up to 120 different classes held throughout the 3.5-day event. It's a Thursday, starts Thursday morning and ends Sunday at noon. So you still have a little bit of your weekend left, travel back, and then you can be ready to hit the shop on Monday. And in fact, a lot of shops now are closing. So they completely close their shop Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to come to training. And we'll have training for service advisors, owners, and managers. So every aspect of management that you can consider. So what we look at is each of those training sessions, Thursday morning, a Thursday afternoon, a Friday morning session. We want, no matter who you are in the shop, whether you're a service advisor, owner, manager, entry-level technician, a drivability technician, a diesel technician, we want you to have access to training and classes. So we make sure our schedule is designed so that we cover all of those things. And you can attend anywhere from a 4-day package, or even if this is your first time and you're wanting to check it out and don't want to do any more than a weekend, you can come in and join us for Saturday and Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the packages are totally flexible to fit your budget and fit your schedule. So
yeah, that's very good. So in terms of then on this training side of things, I know there's a lot of classes and whatnot, but how do you guys go about finding all the instructors and ensuring that, yeah, these are the best of the field in order to properly teach all these technicians or service advisors or owners?
Yes. So we do a call for course submissions, and that's already closed for our 2024 event. But what we do is then sit down and look at that schedule, and we look at those who have submitted. And so it's really important that we're looking at the content of those courses. Again, part of the reason why Vision has been so successful is people are investing a lot to send their team for training. If they're here locally in Kansas City, or if they're from clear across the country and they're flying them in, all of the expenses, you don't want to come in and have your team hear a sales pitch. That's saved for the trade show floor. You're getting good quality training within that. So we look at that. That's really important. We look at reviews from past years. And we look at, in the past, companies who have violated that no solicitation policy aren't invited back. And that's a really serious thing. But to us, we're taking a look at how much you have invested in training, and we want to make sure you get your dollar's worth. So
yeah, I absolutely love that, because I attended for the first time this past year earlier, and then really it was my first event that I ever attended, and you guys did such a good very, very well run, and like everyone knows exactly. There's not people just like aimlessly walking around, not sure where to go either. Like there's clear signage everywhere. You know exactly where you need to be, where you need to go. So yeah, I think you guys have done a very good job in terms of ensuring that there isn't really a lot of like time waste there. Like, 'cause I know at times people have brought up, where like, ah, there's just a lot of different downtime, or like they'll just skip sessions because it's like, I haven't seen any value here or whatever. And that's definitely not the case with vision. More, if anything, you may be a little bit mentally exhausted from all the new knowledge that you're getting in, and that you need to now bring back to your shop. So
Absolutely, absolutely. And you'll come away from, even if you attend a class on a topic that you know really well, but you come away with just one or two things that was worthwhile. And then you couple that with the networking that you're able to experience at Vision. Some of the attendees say the best networking happens in the hallways in the bar. And there are a lot of, it's like a big family reunion. So when our team gets there on site, we're excited. We're ready to execute the event. And then, their attendees are starting to arrive, and it's like, there's lots of hugs and high fives, going around, and we're excited to see everyone. And, what a great opportunity as well to not only do training, but then you also have all of these incredible exhibitors on the trade show floor. So over 60,000 square feet, it's sold out, and it's now flowed out into the pre-function area. But now you're able to, see, touch, and feel the technology that's out there, talk with your vendors, and really start developing those relationships as well. A lot of them will also have show specials. So it's a great time to enact. And so a lot of our attendees will wait, and they'll have their team help them at Vision in researching, hey, we're going, because there's a lot to see, but it's a manageable show floor.
Yeah.
So it's not like, industry week where you're just overwhelmed and how do you get through it all? This is a very manageable, that you have just everybody you can think of in the industry is there.
Yeah, definitely. It was way more jam-packed than I ever imagined that it would be, but it was just a great experience and a great time. And it's not only just for like a technician, and all the vendors are catered to them. It's catered to just every different type of individual in the shop. Obviously not every single one will be catered to every single person, but all the vendors cover all the bases. So it's definitely a good time, and just learning about more and more vendors that are in the industry. It's crazy how many there are, and that's not even
right.
So
all of them. Exactly. We could grow the show floor so much more if we just had the space. But that's one of the advantages of being at the Overland Park Convention Center is everything is pretty much in a local campus. So it's within walking distance. And then we have another hotel, and then actually a community college where we use their automotive department, and we provide transportation. So there's some hands-on classes as well that are unusual and difficult to find in this industry. And then, we kick off with a opening general session, breakfast and opening general session. It's a great time to bring your team in. We have a motivational speaker. We've had some great names, and we'll be excited to announce the 2024 keynote soon. And so, there's over 1,200 people in that ballroom at 6:30 a.m. for breakfast, and to hear the keynote speaker. And then on Saturday evening, we wrap it up our last evening together. A lot of people will actually join us for our celebration of independence, and that's our awards dinner and comedy night. So we will honor and celebrate the successes of many repair shops. We give the humanitarian of the year, facility of the year, do member of the year. We'll do best website, best social media. There's quite a few awards that are given. And it's a way to kind of celebrate the successes of what we do within our industry. And then we follow that up with a lot of good, clean fun with a comedian. And it's always a night filled with laughs, and it's a good time. And then we come back Sunday morning, a few more classes, and then everybody's pretty much heading out around noon and heading back to town. But it's a great time. I'm excited.
Yeah, I can definitely feel that. And so I would love to also, while I have you, is kind of get a peek behind the curtain in terms of like, obviously this takes a lot of time. Yes, people are like, oh, it's a 4 day or 3.5 day conference. Like, how much time could it really take? Like, I know there's going to be a lot that goes into this. I'd love to understand in terms of the time and the kind of almost the different phases that you guys have in preparation of the actual event. How many people I'm sure there's a lot of different people and different things because there's multiple things going on at one time within the event. So not one person can be doing all those things. So how is all the organization kind of coming to be?
There are a lot of details. It's like herding cats, but we have a great team, and so we'll have a team of event professionals. So there'll be 12 to 15 of us on site for the event. But preparing for the event, we actually prepare while the previous year's event is still going on. So that's when we signed up exhibitors for this year's show at the 2023 show. And then, we you spend a lot of time getting and wrapping up the year. And then before you know it, it's time to start this next year. So that's what we're in the middle of now, is doing website, doing all the training selections, the keynote selections, getting all of our awards website for all the submissions to begin accepting those, getting that ready. And then, as it gets closer, we launch registration and all of the promotions and social media and marketing that happens. There's lots of interviews and other aspects of promoting the event. And then, we're getting into getting all of the audio visual from the trainers, and, you have the hotel, and we ended up at 7 different hotels last year.
Man.
So that takes a little bit of strategy as well.
Yeah.
And we've got transportation to plan, food to plan, awards to order. The checklist of things to do for the event is long and quite detailed. And we use a project management system called ClickUp to be able to track everything.
We do as well. That's very cool.
Yeah. So
I'm sure the level of detail needing at the event, I can only imagine what, because it's like to the minute and second sometimes of when things need to transition and move, and it just need to be on the ball constantly in that preparation to get there. I'm sure.
Absolutely. There's a lot of preparation. Just what you see on site, that's the easy part for us. Everybody's been given their role and what they need to do and to execute. It's everything that it took to get that done. And as the lead for the program, if something was to happen to me on site, everything is documented so that the show can still go on. No matter what, anybody can step into any role and complete it. And our team is cross-trained to be able to cover in any role, and that's why details are important. And we have incredible partners with vendors and with the hotel properties and convention center properties.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I think if people that haven't been to Vision before, you could easily tell how organized and all that preparation is done there, because everything just runs so smoothly. You know exactly where to go. Like it being my first time and being a vendor at the Expo, I was nervous in terms of I'm going to get lost. I gotta know this place is pretty big, but very, very simple in terms of where I need to go, where to check in and out. It was just oh, wow, I had way more downtime than I thought I needed. I thought I needed to get there really early to prepare, because I'm I'm gonna need to factor in all this time to get lost, and then the factor in the time of even finding the booth or what it need to be. So yeah, I think overall you guys do.
We try to streamline it, and so not have you wait in lines long. Everything is very clear, and you've got a lot of stress Monday through Friday of your regular workshop. We want you to enjoy your experience and have that opportunity to network and enjoy your peers around you. So we want to organize it. And, we feel as well that if you come and you're treated like a professional, you'll go back to your business and you'll feel like the professional that you are. And, when I'm looking at 15 years ago, we used to have a best dressed contest. We don't need to have that anymore now, because there's really kind of a shift of, the shops are, come with branded shirts for all of their team members. And there's a lot of pride in what they're doing. But we kind of helped, push that transition coming to events is by doing that best dress contest and other things. So
I love that.
yeah.
So I'm curious now, like, is there any like story or anything that sticks out in your mind of someone like sharing their experience of something maybe they learned, or maybe a funny story, or maybe something that happened at the expo that really has stuck out in your mind over these years? Like, is there anything that that you can share with us?
Oh my goodness, there's so many, but names I probably don't have the permission to.
No worries.
But there's just incredible experiences, and when you get into this vision family and this network, you'll have the opportunity to be part of those stories and be part of the legacy that comes with the event. And in turn, we're also we have the General Service Technicians Academy. So if you have a new technician and you're wanting to, okay, I'm not sure that I want to send him to vision, he's just getting started, we've got an academy that teaches them lift safety, tire safety, OSHA has their presentation, not OSHA, our OSHA advisor does a session on training for them. And then, they'll come out with some basic electricity. And so we already have something lined up for general service technicians at that entry level. But then, where are we going to get the future of our trainers? So we've offered for the last probably 5 years now something called Tech Talks. And so there's a lot of technicians that have some incredible knowledge and want to share it. Mm-hmm. And we'll pick 5 or 6 of those technicians. And one of the sessions during Vision is called Tech Talks. And that's an opportunity where these technicians can share knowledge and information they have with others. It kind of gets them a feel for what it's like to be up in front of the classroom. Wow. They're in front of their peers. They're all, they're cheered on. And it's really a great time. So we're trying to impact the industry in so many different areas. And just as, we're having to find new technicians and upcoming technicians, we're also going to have kind of that same, potential shortage in the long run as far as where are our educators, where are the trainers coming from? So this is just a way to kind of let them get their feet wet. And some of them just enjoy sharing and training right there, and they have no intention of going full time, but they just share some knowledge. And so that's sometimes nice to go into a session. They're 3 hours long, but for that 3 hours, you're hearing from 5 or 6 different people, and there's a lot of fun camaraderie and networking and such going back and forth in that session.
I absolutely love that because so a common complaint right now is like, where are the technicians going to come from? But you also need the people to train those technicians to make sure that they're prepared. I didn't even think of that side of things, where you need to make sure we're fostering those individuals that are ready to then train when there are people that come to the door. So yeah, I love this tech talk idea, and I'm sure technicians that attend love it too. It's nice hearing from a peer that they feel like maybe just someone that is experiencing it with them in a sense. Whereas maybe if it's a vendor talking about a product and it's like, okay, at times you take it with a grain of salt in terms of what they're doing here. But I think that's a very, very good idea. I'm sure is very powerful.
Yeah. And a lot of times you'll see online and in different networking groups, you'll see names and you'll see different people, and you'll see technicians or trainers that are in those groups. This is an opportunity where you can finally put a face with a name and shake a hand.
Yeah.
So they're all approachable. Even, we have some of the best in the industry, and you know what? They're totally approachable. They're just like the rest of us, and they just have a heart and a passion for this industry. And so again, it's like a big family reunion. I just can't express that enough. There's so much, and you'll end up coming away with a lot of new connections. If you don't, it's because you stayed in your hotel room the entire time and you didn't come down and get involved and take action.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to talk. You see a lot of smiling faces, so it's very easy to go up and just talk to really anyone.
Right.
But Sheri, thank you so much for sharing kind of a little bit about MWACA Vision and just everything that's going on there. For those people that maybe are still a little unsure, like should I take the leap and attend Vision, or should I bring my staff for the first time and attend Vision? What would be kind of your last thought there for those individuals?
my recommendation is when the schedule comes out, be right on top of it, check. Classes sell out quickly. The host hotel sells out quickly, but I've yet to have a shop say, you know what, our shop had an awful experience. We didn't get our money's worth. We want our money back. I have yet, out of having done this for 30 years, I've yet to have a shop come back and say, we want our money back. So I think we have proven success, and I think you'll see with the passion of the educators who are there that want to make sure, don't hesitate to raise your hand and ask a question in the class, whether it be management, whether it be technical, even afterwards. All of the instructors are very approachable to come up to them afterwards. But you know what? Don't delay. Don't wait till, I'm going to wait till February. I'm just not sure how business is going to be. If you wait till February, a lot of the classes are going to be sold out, and you're not going to be at one of the closer hotels to be able to really kind of take part in that after hours networking experience. So recommend you go online. If you're thinking about it and you have never heard of it, go to visionkc.com and sign up for emails. And that's a great place to where you'll then get notification of when that announcement is made. Follow us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/visionkc. And get connected and email me as well. I'd love to have a conversation with someone who has some questions or concerns, and I'd love to help you address those. And we'd love to have you be part of this year's event.
And so what is your email, if you don't mind sharing, so people can reach out?
Absolutely. It's Sheri, SHERI, @visionkc.com. So, and then the website is, of course, Vision KC. And then the Midwest Auto Care Alliance that we talked about is MWACA.org. And MWACA members, if you are a member of the organization, you get early notice for classes, early opportunity to sign up before we open it to the masses. And that also means early opportunity for the host hotel. So definitely some advantages to being a MWACA member.
Definitely. Well, Sheri, thank you so much for coming on with me today and just sharing more knowledge with us all on how you guys are really making an impact in the industry. So thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me. And it's great having this opportunity to work with you, to have you as part of Vision, and help us reach more in the industry. So I appreciate it.
That's it. Well, thank you all for watching. I'm Kelsey with Left Auditor Marketing. Talk to you again next time. Bye.